Welcome back. Today we will explore the hidden values and secrets and auction values about two ultra-rare Susan B. Anthony dollar coins. Must watch full video because in the end I have a shocking news about one rare piece. Imagine holding a coin that looks ordinary to most people but could secretly be worth way more than a single dollar. Yes, I'm talking about the legendary 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, a coin that often hides in plain sight inside old change jars, drawers, or even your pocket right now. But here's the exciting part. You might be sitting on a treasure without even realizing it. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first introduced in 1979, making it the very first U.S. coin to feature a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, the fearless activist who fought for women's rights and equality. That alone makes this coin historic and instantly collectible. But beyond its story, the real magic lies in the rare varieties and errors that can turn this seemingly small coin into something worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Let's dive into why the $1,979 is so special. There are different mint marks: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint produced both proof coins and circulation strikes, and within those, you have a hidden jackpot, the Type 1 and Type 2 mint marks. The Type 2 mint mark is sharper, clearer, and far more desirable, and collectors will pay top dollar for it. Imagine finding a coin in your change that's suddenly worth way more just because of a tiny detail in the mint mark. And that's not all. Error coins from 1979 are some of the most exciting in the series. From off-center strikes to doubled dies, some collectors have paid staggering amounts for these rare pieces. One small difference that most people overlook could mean the difference between $1 and hundreds of dollars in your pocket. That's why the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar keeps coin hunters thrilled even today. It's a classic treasure hunt. Another reason this coin is so fascinating is that it was the first small-sized dollar coin in U.S. history. Before this, the Eisenhower dollars were huge, heavy, and inconvenient. The government wanted something smaller, closer in size to a quarter, but that actually backfired because people kept confusing it with a 25-cent piece. Still, that mistake made the coin even more unique and collectible over time. So here's the bottom line. If you come across a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, check the mint mark, see if it's a proof, and always look for unusual errors. What may seem like just a dollar could actually be a coin worth real money, maybe even hundreds or thousands of times its face value. Now, stay tuned, because the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar has its own secrets, and you're going to love discovering what makes that one just as exciting and maybe even more valuable. Now it's time for something big or something special in value, rarity, and auction importance. This will shock you. Let's talk about the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar, a coin that many people still think is just a regular piece of change, but in reality, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. This coin might be hiding in your pocket right now, and you wouldn't even realize its true value. By 1980, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was already infamous. People confused it with quarters, so it was unpopular in circulation. But here's the twist. That very unpopularity turned it into a treasure for collectors. Fewer people used them, which means many survived in excellent condition. And when it comes to coins, condition equals money. Take the 1980 P dollar, for example. A normal one in your change is worth $1. But in high uncirculated grades like MS-67, it can reach $1,000 or more. That's 1,000 times its face value. Even MS-66 examples can go for several $100s. Now let's talk about the 1980 D dollar. Collectors are always chasing top-quality Denver Mint coins, and in MS-67 condition, these have sold for over $1,500. Imagine turning a single coin into a paycheck, just because it's nearly flawless. And then comes the shining star, the 1980 S-proof dollars from San Francisco. These are collector favorites, especially in deep cameo condition. A typical 1980 S-proof is worth around $15 to $50, but in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition, these have crossed the $1,500 to $2,500 range at auctions. That's serious money for what most people see as a small dollar coin. But the real thrill comes from error coins. The 1980 SBA series has produced some jaw-dropping varieties: double dies, repunched mint marks, and dramatic strike errors. A $1,980 with a major off-center strike or double design can easily sell for $3,000 to $5,000 depending on the rarity. Collectors love unique errors. They're like one-of-a-kind art pieces struck by accident. And here's a fact most people don't realize. The Susan B. Anthony Dollar Series was short-lived, minted only in 1979, 1980, 1981, and then one last time in 1999. That short run makes the 1980 coin even more desirable, especially as part of a complete set. The demand for high-grade examples has been climbing, and prices keep surprising collectors at auctions. So here's the bottom line. If you have a 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar, don't just spend it. Look closely. Check the mint mark. Check the condition. If it's proof, if it's flawless, or if it's a rare error, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds, thousands, or even up to $5,000. That's why coin hunters never stop searching their change, because coins like the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar prove that treasures really do exist in everyday life.